We just backed into that pole. That's really good there. That's perfect.
We're Levi and Leah, a Canadian couple living out of our Toyota Prius to complete a road trip of a lifetime.
We left our apartment in the city to spend the next year circumnavigating North America.
Our last video of 2023 was us hunkering down in the rain over Christmas.
And this week we take a break from Prius life, but sadly, things did not go as planned.
It's probably never been cleaned properly. Today's video is sponsored by Omaze. That was actually kind of sad.
I know. It's one of the first times we've really had a vibe with a group of people, and a full week being in Isla Guada was amazing. But now that we've packed up, we're on our way to Merida today.
For the last 3 months, we have basically been in between social time with family or friends who are visiting us and serious travel days. And this is gonna be our first Airbnb just for the sake of relaxation on this entire trip.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's one reason to have an action packer is we just backed into that pole, and instead of messing up the back of our car, it just messed up the edge of this wooden plate. Oh wow, no, look, the action packer's off center. I think, oh, look at that, we bent. This is all bent now.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the best way to, start off a couple days of relaxation, but that's just a problem we'll have to deal with later, I guess. It's a bed. Is it comfortable? It's so much bigger than ours.
Oh yeah, it'll do.
I would say this is probably the least nice Airbnb we stayed at on this trip because we're not filming a future-proof video in here.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're just hanging out. We're not doing anything pretty here. Man, I'm tired.
Oh yeah, me too.
Looking up a new Airbnb. I don't know if we need to go to a different one maybe, but this one's got some cleanliness issues.
I want to spend time inside.
Yeah.
This looks a lot better, this one that I'm just looking at.
I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there's just been obviously somebody using this thing for a while, and it's probably never been cleaned properly. There's also just hair in the bottom of the shower, and there's a stain on the sheets and stuff. It's just it's stuff that's fine if you're just kind of hanging out in a place where you're mostly out, but...
I think it's fine if it's one night, but not if it's 3 or 4.
And we really just want a place where we can hang out and veg and chill and feel comfortable, and just the immediate vibe was oh man, I don't feel super comfortable in here. Well, about 30 minutes later, we have booked ourselves an actual hotel where we're going to be staying. And I guess we'll try and get cancellation for that other place. We've been in a fair amount of sketchy Airbnbs on this trip, so now we kind of know that if it's not good right off the bat, you just kind of have to leave.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, the next place is better.
There is parking, but it's like around the block.
Oh,
So she
okay.
said you can just leave the car here for 10 minutes, we'll unload.
Right.
We'll do it. So if you want to just leave the car here.
Perfect.
Well, this courtyard is freaking beautiful. This is amazing. Wow, look at that.
He's so cute.
Yeah, that's a much bigger bed than we had before.
Yeah, it was a lot to do. Yeah.
Oh, do you feel
Okay.
better?
Yeah. Yeah, like we can actually like snugs and watch something and
Yeah, that's better.
it'd be clean.
Okay, well, we've made it to a place where we're going to stay, and the lesson that we've learned is you get what you pay for.
Again, if it was like a one night stopover, we just need somewhere to sleep,
Yeah.
great. But like, this was supposed to be a little like treat to the two of us over New Year's. So, king size bed will be a nice treat.
Well, hopefully the misadventures of the last little while did not put you off of life on the road, because today's sponsor has something that you might want to hear about.
We are so excited to be working with Omaze to offer you the opportunity to win a custom Mercedes Sprinter van.
With an eco-friendly vansmith conversion, which means this thing is very nice.
With a van this nice, you probably won't need to take a break like us in the Prius, but you can also feel good knowing that your donations are going towards a good cause.
All donations from this campaign go to support St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Seriously, take a look at this van.
Oh my god.
It is so beautiful.
It has its own bed.
It has its own toilet.
You could live in this thing. You could live in this van, like full time.
Like very comfortably.
So while we're dealing with dirty Airbnbs running around a city somewhere, you would be riding in style. So go to the link omaze.com/Levi Leah to enter now.
The experience closes on January 27th at 11:59 p.m., so get it in before then.
This may be your last chance, so hop on it, and thank you so much to Omaze for sponsoring this video.
Can we win Sprinter? I guess
I don't
we
think
can.
we can. We
can't.
cannot. It's
We can't.
impossible for us to win the Sprinter van. So our plan is to spend at least a full week not in the Prius, here in Merida, to just kind of reset. Now, if you followed this channel for the last 6 months, you know that we book Airbnbs periodically so that I can work on future proof and so that we can get a bit of time to reset and relax. But for the last 6 months, we have kind of been constantly in between big travel days, massive social experiences, or working. It's been very, very full on. And the problem with the Prius is that there just isn't any real space where we can relax or sit down or chill and or go to the bathroom. The last month or two have been hard, I would say. Would you agree?
We have had the best times, but I think we're just tired. We're making decisions all day long of like, where are we gonna go? How are we gonna get there? And then when we do get there, usually we're working, we're socializing, and so having a space where Levi and I just get to, I don't know, read books and not worry about where the next bathroom's gonna be is so nice.
So we've been in this hotel room for 2 days. We haven't filmed basically anything, and honestly, we've been in the room most of the time. We're just laying around, we're vegging out, because we're so kind of run and gun on this road trip at this point. We didn't even look up any stuff to do in Merida. Like, we just got here and we were like, okay, what now? So we're doing exactly what we need to do right now, which is not very much, and we are enjoying it immensely. So since we've been on this trip, we have gone through a lot of our stuff. We're getting worn out, both personally and physically, in most of the things that we own, especially our shorts. So both of us need new shorts. So as a part of our recharge, we're gonna do a little shopping, find ourselves some clothing. something we've noticed being in Merida is that there are way more tourists here than probably anywhere else we've been in Mexico.
When you live in the car, we get to like stop off in all these cool places that feel like off the beaten track. Then you come here and you're like, oh, everybody's here.
Everybody's from BC or
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah, you're hearing French everywhere. You're like, oh, cool, cool. I don't think that's your vibe.
So after an absolutely crazy amount of running around,
We went to like 5 different stores. No luck for me, but
Levi has a new pair of shorts, much needed. They don't look too douchey. I left the house in Canada with 2 pairs of shorts, and now I'm back to 2 after blowing through one in 6 months. So when you're traveling full time, that's what happens.
most of our stuff we try and buy secondhand back home, but that's not as much of a thing here. So trying to find a spot that has jean shorts that will actually fit me and not have flowers all over them or rips, that has been a challenge.
Look at how dirty this car is right now. This is so gross. Oh my god, right, and we freaking bent this thing. Ah. God, that is so annoying. Look at how bent that is. So maybe not today, but at some point we're gonna have to address that little connecting joint between our hitch and the car is definitely bent. It seems to be still pretty flat, which is impressive, but I don't know, is this a bad thing if we try and bend it back straight?
I don't know. We'll have to ask someone who actually knows.
Yeah.
You hit it pretty straight on though, because it just went
Yeah, I did it really well. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's really good there. So being that our Prius is our house, something we like to do as often as possible is give it a bit of a wash.
Usually we like to wash the outside relatively regularly, but today the Prius gets an extra treat. We're going to get it detailed so the inside is just as beautiful as the outside. Keep coming and then cut it.
Okay, so we went to like 4 or 5 different car wash places, and for some reason everybody on earth is getting their car washed today, but we did find this guy. So we have to remove everything from our car in order for them to clean the inside of it. So that's what we're gonna do right now, using the tarp from the back.
Oh man.
I knew this thing would come in handy. So this pile is pretty much everything that we own on a tarp.
It's not actually that much when you look at it.
No, this is pretty good. This is everything except for what we have in the pantry and underneath our storage boxes. So we are leaving our clothing in here just because it's kind of a weird thing to try and clean. Plus, it also doesn't get that dirty because it just holds our clothes for the most part. It's pretty crazy to see the back of this car empty for the first time in like 6 months. It has been a while since this car has looked this empty.
Yeah.
The hilarious thing about this too is we've got our battery bank hooked up to our fridge, so it's all just cool chilling in here while we're gone. So we did just leave everything that we own in a pile outside of a car wash. Yes, that
Okay,
is.
We have our laptops, our wallets, and our passports on us.
Everything else is in a pile next to our unlocked car in the middle of a neighborhood we've only been in this one time. But
I feel great about this decision. Those dudes seem super legit. But even better, there's apparently a vegan place around the corner from here, so we're gonna go check it out.
so for the last like 3 3 days, we have done nothing but sit in a hotel room naked, watching movies and hanging out, and it's been amazing.
We read books, we swam in the pool. Every now and then we ventured out for food, but basically we just wanted to like be naked in a room.
And I think it's that decision-making process of being on the road, whether it's a Prius or not, that makes it so exhausting. And so we needed this break really bad just to like not think about anything, not do anything exciting, and just be for a little bit.
As a person who makes most of the decisions of where are we gonna stay, what are we gonna eat, how are we gonna get there, it was so nice to not think of any of that for like 4 days.
Oh my God, dude, that is crazy. Look at that, dude, that is great. Look at these wheels, dude, those are so shiny. Okay, this is the moment I'm most excited for. Oh my God, you guys.
Look at that.
Okay, now this is what we were really excited for because it's pretty hard for us to clean the interior of the car, and this looks so good. We knew after this break that we didn't want to just get back into a dirty car again, so this was super important for us to feel kind of refreshed, like we're back at the beginning of the trip again, you know?
Now what I have to do is load it up. Good thing I'm already sweaty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but the car.
Oh my God.
AC.
It's so hot. Well, this is the end of our little siesta away from Prius life, but it is the beginning of yet another Prius adventure.
And now that we are clean and ready to go, I am so excited to head to our next spot.
So if you are stoked for the next 6 months of Prius adventures, make sure that you are subscribed. And if you are, then we will see you every single Saturday for another episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I gotta wipe off my sweat. Woo! Let's get that AC pumping. This is our first cenote experience.
Oh my God, is this it?
This is so cool.
Holy cow. Look at this. This is...